I wanted to make a video real quick for today about pretty much for people that want to start. For people that want to start, I want to tell you before you go to the gym, have a plan. Because when you have a plan, you know what to do, what you want to get, and what is your goal for you. Because there's so many things that you can do into the gym, as in, building your body or being strong. The thing about it is that in certain situations, you can't have both, as in you want to. You can be that big, muscular dude and also be strong, but you can't be all ripped and pretty much have like 6% body fat, because especially when you're natural, because you have to have so many calories to build your muscles, as in for strength, and have much calories, protein, pretty much as food as you can that is tolerable to your body, and also great for your muscles to repair. But when you are pretty much lowering that particular intake of food just to lower your body fat, it kind of deteriorates your strength a little bit. So when you have a plan, what do you want to be? Think about that. Don't go in and think, oh, I'm going to do this workout and do that workout. You got to understand that each body needs about, probably like, for me, I did 10 to 15 sets for each body part. Just make sure that blood flow, my veins start opening up, so I have that blood flow, so it can pretty much have that good pump. So it's pretty much like this. When I first came in, I wanted to be a bodybuilder, and then when I started seeing like strength gains, I pretty much worked on strength gains. So I did more compounds, and I pretty much worked on my weakest point. So if I was doing bench and I seen that my mid range or like my lockout was a little rusty or just a little bit weak, I would do accessory workouts, as in tape press or pretty much enclosed bench press, because the lockout, it usually targets the metal head. If I was looking for squats, I would determine how fast I can go with heavier weight, or where am I stopping at, and where am I pretty much getting beat by. So if I'm going from mid-range or to the top, I will work on my hips more, especially when I'm trying to push all the way up. If I'm getting stuck by mid-range, it's mostly because of my hips. If it's because the weight's too heavy, I will just work on my legs in general, and mostly my back, because back is pretty much your stability muscle for squats. If I was looking for deadlifts and I couldn't really barely hold it, I will work on my grip, which most likely that's what I have to work on. So I will work on that with pretty much grip pull exercises of mostly more pull exercises than pushes. Bicep curls, pull-ups, pull-downs, low back rolls, even just work on the forearm muscles for grip. Things like that. If you were looking to build your body, you will have to work on like first you will have to work on getting that pump. Pretty much 2 compounds for each muscle. If it's chest, probably like 3. So if you start, I would suggest all 3: decline, incline, and flat bench. So first be incline, and then flat bench, and then decline, because incline is pretty much the part that you are missing, which is the top here, which most people will be weaker there. So I suggest working the incline first, and then widening out with the flat bench usually, and then finish up with decline, and then do flies, incline, and then flat bench. You can also use cable flies, which are more safer, especially for people for damaged or injured shoulders. I suggest sometimes bench press like machines, where you can put your weight on a machine, and you can just push one arm or two arms if you want to get that more of a squeeze. Also close bench press too, and push-ups, especially push-ups, so you can mostly make your chest and arms more endured, and pretty much focus on that, put just that part of that, the wideness of your chest. So I would say this: just have a plan, because you don't want to be those people that don't have that plan, don't know what they're doing, and then cry about that I don't see anything coming out of this particular thing. I don't see me growing as much, because maybe you're not focusing on much of your goal there. So I would say research it, work on it, be patient about it, because especially when you are natural, it's not going to come. The thing about it is that, remember, you are tearing down body muscle. You're tearing down your muscle. You're not really making it, how you say, like feel better. It's not a sculpture, you know what I mean? It's pretty much making your muscle submit to where it is weaker and stronger, to where weaker to where it gives up and stays there and doesn't really repair, to the state to where it goes flat. And you are also making it stronger so it can be more endured, and also understand how much pressure it can take, and also go above your maximum to where it used to be. So it's pretty much strengthen yourself and make your muscles pretty much submit to the workouts. So understand the fact that you're making yourself better as in a mental and physical person. Not just go in there, lift a little bit of weight, and then all of a sudden you just big, bulky, and ripped. This is a job. It's a job where you don't get money, but you get something else from it. It is a learning situation to where everybody that finishes it, well, you won't finish it. You're just going to keep working out until you die. I'm just going to be honest. Unless you do steroids, you will not have your body in like a year. You're not. You got to keep working on it until you are happy. And then you still keep going just to stabilize and keep that body. Also, don't be that person to where, like, I don't care if there's so many supplements. You don't need them. Honestly, you can get nutrition from food. Sometimes you do need like vitamin supplements. They help a lot, especially for you might have to take more intake of vitamins just to be more healthier. But as in like pre-workouts, you really don't need shakes. It's just easier to take shakes just for a quick meal, down it, and go about your business. You still need fats, nutrients from other foods. That's just a quick little meal. Don't take more than one, ever. I mean, you can take 2. Just don't go over that. Your maximum is 2. Don't take 3 or 4, because you might take too much protein intake to where it will go through your bloodstream and then your urine turns black. So don't do that. Understand the fact that once you do this, once you are into the situation to where like you go to the gym every day or 4 times a day, make sure you have a plan. Also, when you do go to the gym, if you do 3 or 4 days, understand the fact the less days you do, the more workouts you got to do to keep that motion going to where that body is pretty much fulfilling itself, and understand the fact that 3 or 4 days could be enough. You can also do 6. If you're doing 3, you need to do at least 4 workouts for each body part. Unless you do legs, you can do like 3. No, you know what? Yeah, 4 workouts for each body part. Chest, arms, legs, back. If you do, because 3 days is pretty much full body workouts. 4 days is one of each. If you do 4 days, you should do 4 body parts. So if you do 1 day chest, actually let's say 5. So bench, incline, decline, flat bench. At I would say after 5 months, just do incline and decline, because most people do flat bench because it's easier, and then once it's easier, it's pretty much develop more. And once you take that out and do more sets with incline and decline, you will see a magnificent. You'll see a difference. I would say arms, 4 of each, triceps, biceps. Try to get some forearms in there just for better grip. Say shoulders, let's say 4 workouts, maximum 5. Legs 4, back 5 workouts for the max, because you got to make sure that it's getting enough blood flow for each, except for a bench. Well, except for chest, you should do 2 compounds and 3 isolations for each, just to make sure the blood flow's going, and make sure it is getting enough treatment with the workouts, instead of like pretty much just going there and doing a little bit of workouts. You got to make sure it's pretty much growing and being pursued to be stronger, and pretty much getting enough blood flow to stay there and be more compact with your body parts. Make sure that when you do compounds, you can either do heavy or do more reps. For isolation, I would suggest slow and steady movements, because for one, you are pretty much targeting one muscle with isolation. You are making sure that you are getting that say that form that everybody wants. You're making sure that your body is pretty much forming to where it was, and not being in form and being to where that it looks weird. Because with bad form, you can either injure yourself or don't grow as you want to. That's the top part, to where you should work on form when you first get there. Look at videos, ask people, how are you doing? Don't forget to ask. Don't be scared of asking. If they're rude, whatever, most people will help you out. They are happy to help you out. Trust me. So before anything, before you do heavy weights, work on your form. Even with the smallest weight, I don't care if it's like 5 pounds. Understand the fact that you are there to make yourself better. So it is hypocritical to make yourself better if you don't work on your form and your form is horrible to where you're not hitting the body part that you are hitting and hitting another body part, and also making the situation more increased to where you can get injured. So that's my intake. Hope you guys liked the video, and also for new people, make sure that you have a plan and work on your form, because we are here to make ourselves better. The gym is not a job. It's a a beauty spa with sweat and pain. Yep, a beauty spa.